Today we're making penne Tuscane. And what I've done so far to make this dish, the first thing I did was I took a bulb eggplant, I cubed it in large pieces, I placed it on a plate that had coffee filters on it, and what that does is it absorbs all of the liquid in the eggplant. Salted it real good to extract any of the bitters that are in the eggplant, and then I took it to the microwave and I put it on there for about 10 minutes, checking it about 5 minutes into it to make sure that everything was where it's supposed to be. Then I took it out of the microwave, I put it on a pan to cool. Then I took my saute pan and I added some spicy Italian sausage. I removed the skins. You can use bulk, you can use patties. I happen to use links. I put them in just hand-sized pieces, sauteed it, rendered it down, and I pulled that off the heat as well. And then what I did was I took two 28-ounce cans of San Marzano tomatoes, which is the prized tomato in Italy. And what I did was I just pureed those right in the pan. And now we're going to assemble our dish for the final product. Okay, so now what I do is I have some onions sauteing on the stove. To that, we're going to add a little bit of fresh chopped garlic, maybe about 1 or 2 cloves. You can never have too much garlic. And you always want to add your garlic after the onions so you don't want it to burn. Okay, we have it at about a medium-high heat. And you see it's nice and caramelized. And the reason you want to caramelize it is because this will extract all the natural sugars that are in the onion and any of the products that you're cooking. Now to that, we're going to reintroduce our Italian sausage that's already pre-cooked. And we're just going to add it right to the pan. We're going to take our microwaved and sauteed eggplant. We're going to add that to the dish. And then we're just going to do a couple of spins around the pan to get all of the flavors, all of the products all happy and together. And if you could smell this, it's absolutely amazing. Now, if you want to make this vegetarian, you just leave out the step of the sausage. You can also add zucchini or squash to it. You can add mushrooms. It's pretty much a real open dish. You can do anything you like. Now that we have everything nice and hot, we're going to take our pureed San Marzano tomatoes and we're going to add that right to the pan. We're going to give it a quick stir. Okay, now we're going to add our fresh herbs to our mixture. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some fresh oregano. And we're just going to kind of coarsely chop it, gives it more of a rustic feel. And you want to use about 3 times as much or so, whichever you prefer, fresh herb as opposed to dried, because the dried has a little higher concentration ratio. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take some fresh chopped thyme. We're going to use about a teaspoon of this, but you can add more if you wish. And then the last one we're going to use is some fresh basil. Now the fresh basil is grown in my house, kind of a staple there. And again, we're just going to do this as a rough chop. I like to see the leaves in my sauce. Okay, now we're going to add our fresh herbs to our sauce. Okay, now we're going to add some fresh grated pecorino romano. Pecorino is from goat. And then the prized cheese of Italy, Parmigiano Reggiano. This is kind of like the best cheese in the whole wide world. And we're going to add that to that. And you can add more or less, whatever you prefer. That's the beauty of cooking this dish. You can make it any way you like. To that, we're going to add some fresh sea salt, coarse ground black pepper. And of course, being Sicilian, I like a little bit of sugar in there. It'll just cut the acidity in the tomatoes just very, very slightly. About a tablespoon. All right, now we get to taste the fruits of our labor. Normally this is a family style serving. Probably 4 to 6 people can eat off of this, but I'm the only one here today, so I'm going to make this my portion. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's Italian. My name is Chef Art Christie from Frontier Catering. Come dine with me, Western New York.